هذا رجال الله. ماذا صاحب الحمدات مدد الحق. كتاب الله أتيه الرسول والأولي الأمر منكم. Nous rendons louange et grâce à Allah Azzawajal qui nous a donné le privilège d'être ensemble. And we are raising our hand asking for divine mercy, divine rahmah, to be accepted in spite of our limitation, to be accepted in spite of our limit and our weakness and our imperfection and our permanent state of ghaflat, helplessness. نحن ضعفاء. We are indeed weak ones. And we are running to Allah Azza wa Jal, asking for His endless gaze of rahmah and maghfirah, mercy and forgiveness. Les humains ont été couronnés. Allah Azza wa Jal les a couronnés de la couronne de l'honneur. Mais ils sont permanemment les artisans de leur propre déshonneur. In spite of the greatness honor given to humankind by Allah Azza wa Jal, they are asking permanently to dishonor themselves. Through our limits and our behaviors and our pettiness, to permanently look after small things. Et nous sommes les artisans de notre propre difficulté et de notre propre malheur à travers notre comportement les uns envers les autres surtout. C'est pour cela que le prophète sallallahu alayhi wa sallam a dit: celui qui peut celui dont plus personne n'a à craindre de la main et de la langue, alors il est parmi les croyants. Believer is that one that everyone is safe from his hand and his tongue, his action and his saying. How many misbehavior through our saying? How many displeasement of Allah Azza wa Jal through that small that small piece of flesh. Le prophète sallallahu alayhi wa sallam a dit, celui qui me garantit ce qu'il y a entre ses mâchoires et entre ses jambes, je lui garantis le Jannah. Who can guarantee what is between his jaws and his legs? There is guarantee of Jannah. And we are, through our tongue, dividing, confusing, oppressing, misguiding, tyrannizing. We are harming. We are slandering. We are cheating. We are backbiting. That little piece, ce petit instrument, est utilisé tellement souvent par les humains pour se faire mal les uns aux autres. Look, Prophet ﷺ compared that one that speak in the back of his brother from the flesh of his brother. No? A famous story. Two companions came and they had stomach pain. And Prophet told them, you ate something unusual. I am seeing that you are eating something unusual that is harming you. Go and throw it. They went and they throw up what they found, raw meat. This is not a fairy tale. Raw meat, la viande crue. And they were astonished. They said, we never ate that. And then the Prophet told them, how you didn't eat the flesh of your brother when you were sitting and speaking on his back? Grand Shaykh used to remind the Salah Sir Sultan Abdullah Faiz al-Dagestani, if that smell from the one speaking on the back of his brother was revealed to this world, it will kill everything living. To make us to comprehend how big can be small actions that we don't think about. And we are, nous faisons mal les uns aux autres. Mais surtout, nous sommes les artisans de notre propre chute. Lorsque nous parlons de quelque chose, il y a des témoins. Lorsque nous parlons de quelque chose, c'est écrit. Lorsque nous parlons de quelque chose, il y a des conséquences pour ce monde et pour l'éternité. C'est un outil excessivement puissant. Allah Azza wa Jal a donné à l'humain. Sayyidina Ali Karamallah Wajh, Ali nous donnait une parole d'or. Il disait, ne parle que lorsque ce que tu vas dire est plus noble que ton silence. toujours son exercice simple. Il disait, Sayyidina Ali, karamallahu wajha, avant de t'avancer en toute chose, garde le silence. Écoute, médite et pense. Et alors, haraka, déploie-toi dans le mouvement. He was saying something very great. Speak only when what you will say is higher, more noble than your silence. And we don't know to whom we are speaking. We don't know about who we are speaking. La parole que nous avons sur les uns sur les autres, j'ai parlé sur Sidi Foulan, je ne sais pas comment il est inscrit chez Allah. S'il est inscrit avec une grande faveur, alors nécessairement, là, l'affliction descend. Et ça c'est juste maintenant. Que dire de ce qui est pour l'éternité? As we are speaking and wrongly to each another on the back of each another and saying things about each another, we don't know what is the consequences. Might be this one is particular or this one is special. Or might be he was carrying a burden from what you say. They share one part of his burden with you. Maybe you are saying something wrong to that person. If it is not from his dua, your life will be a totally disaster. How you know? احترام الكل. The respect of all. Le respect de tous. And what about to speak about a Shaykh? We think
Allahu Akbar.
we can
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
we can criticize them openly.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
We think we can criticize Ahlullah
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
without a consequence. This is for Ahlullah. Today, walking on earth, people, their daily speech is to insult and criticize Sahaba al-Kiram. More, people are mocking Anbiya, prophets. Grand Shaykh, Allah Azza wa Jal sanctify his secret.
Ameen.
Knowing how much we are in limit, he used to say to his followers, be careful. Be careful not to look at me in my role of a father or a husband. And to get yourself in mistake. Because he was speaking to a student, to the murid. To you, I am a shaykh. To them, I am a father and a husband. If you by mistake, you look at me through my role of father, I deal with them according to what they can see and what they can understand. And if you misjudge me, nothing I can do for you. Tariqa is way of hakika. This path is way of reality, is way of subtlety, is way to lead to take people to the state of to draw them from the state of pebble rocks and to refine their material to the ultimate gems. C'est un chemin qui est difficile. C'est un chemin qui est subtil. C'est un chemin où des petits détails ont de grandes conséquences. Déjà pour l'humain, des petits détails ont de grandes conséquences. Le prophète sallallahu alayhi wa sallam a dit, Sirat al-Mustaqim, il est comme le tranchant d'une épée, aussi fin. Vous vous en écartez d'un cheveu, vous êtes dans le dhulm. If you make Sirat al-Mustaqim thin like the edge of a sword, one hair on the side, you fall in dhulm. So we have to be aware. The way up is not easy. It's, as Maulana Shaykh, Allah bless his soul, Maulana Shaykh Nazim always used to say, we are waiting for our student for a complete moment of sincerity. To be able to catch him in that moment and take him up. One glimpse of an instant. Nous cherchons chez le disciple un moment de véritable sincérité sur lequel on peut le prendre. But one moment of helplessness can take us down. How many awliya fell from one mistake? One. So many. One mistake. How many prophets fell from one mistake? They are ma'soom. Allah clean and made them to be infallible. But He showed them His greatness by challenging them in things that normal people are submitted. How many of them but like children يعني معنى يعني Shami they say busy with what do not concern them. And today, look how Shaitan, Saïdou billah, comment il sait comment faire tomber Bani Adam. Knowing that people will be falling through what they say, it makes them to look into the life of each another. How? Look at this technology too. Now through technology, how they call that?
Facebook,
Facebook.
Instagram.
and Facebook, Instagram, we call it Twitter, social networking. What you are saying, this is very useful. It is useful, alhamdulillah. And no doubt it is useful. At we are not busy with what is useful. We are looking on the part that is harmful to us. Connecting everyone to everyone and making you to see and foresee the life and the private life of everyone. Then making anonymous people that had no voice suddenly to express themselves. From what used to be a small harm, it became exponential. They are clicking, looking into the private life of people permanently. What is private, once you see, it darkens your heart. This is a divine rule, you cannot change it. Even though you are going to think it's useful. It's haram to look, you see, then there is a dark veil in your heart. You can't change that rule. Then, not only I have seen, I have to make a comment.
I love it.
I like. I have to make a comment first before making the comment. I like. Okay. What Prophet ﷺ said. What he said to the Badu. Qu'est-ce qu'il a dit aux Bédouins? You will be resurrected with those you like. Be careful, don't praise Saddam Hussein. We heard from the mouth of so many Muslims. Oh, mashallah. He was facing, standing against this shaitan, big shaitan American. You know Saddam Hussein? Did you eat with him? Did you travel with him? Did you sit with him 3 days? You know how many were oppressed by his hand, or by his action, or by his words, or by his decision, or by his order? Don't praise someone you don't know. Don't like someone you don't know. Because you are creating a perpetual consequence to your actions. It's simple. It's a simple detail. Then, once you say I like, you make your comment. That comment is witnessed by so many. Not only you wrong yourself, but you wrong so many. And it is exponential. And then, because now people, they are making, have to show their life. Oh, I met this famous person and I went on this famous street and I drove this famous car and I entertained myself with this famous... And what people look, when people look, what they feel. What they feel. When they look at you, or you are having nice time in nice place and entertaining yourself and having big fun, but they feel. They are envious to you. What that hasad create? What that hasad create? Hasad, among the bad manners, is that one that when you have it towards someone, you are burning him. Other bad manners you keep in you. When you envy someone, you burn him. You burn his luck. You put on him affliction. That's why traditionally in our country, what people, they are afraid of this bad eye. So how shaitan is saying, oh, ma'alish, Sa'adu billah. This is, no, you are just putting your life to entertain and show how you are having fun. Also, they are looking at you, they are envying you, and what comes on you, bad luck and affliction, and you are becoming miserable. What used to be settled at peace become problem. You find problem from everywhere. Why? From that hasad. Oh, don't worry, this is not harmful, we are just having fun. Ce sont de petits détails qui nous échappent. Les grandes choses sont faites de petits détails. Le croyant est subtil, il comprend. Il est capable de lire entre les lignes. La déchéance de Shaitan, Sa'id billah, ça a été sur un petit détail. Lui qui avait parcouru la création, qui n'a pas laissé une marque de main sans faire de saleté. Lui qui s'appelait Azazil, tellement son savoir était grand. His knowledge was so high. Didn't leave a span of a hand without making a sajda. For a small detail, Allah Azza wa Jal threw him from that top of a mountain to be the first to the last of creation and cursed him till the end of time. We are thinking this small detail is not important. Prophet ﷺ warned us. Shaitan, Sa'adu billah, he knows he cannot make you to worship an idol. Saying to the Muslim. But he will look for the crumbs on your table. Crumbs, les miettes sur votre table. Il vous fera tomber avec les miettes sur votre table. Regarde, Pharaon. 40 years. Sayyidina Moussa alayhi salam couldn't defeat Pharaon. 40 ans, il ne pouvait pas le défaire. Tous les jours, Allah Azza wa Jal l'envoyait. Tous les jours, il se faisait frapper, on le jetait en dehors du palais. 40 années, Allah Azza wa Jal lui a dit retourne. Retourne et parle-lui avec douceur. Et parle-lui avec respect. Et montre-lui ton meilleur côté. Why? Pourquoi Allah Azza wa Jal protected Pharaoh 40 years against his greatest prophet of that time, Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam? One little detail. Small detail. Pharaoh, Allah made him to be special, not like everyone. He used to go to bathroom one time every 40 days. So he thought himself to be something else. But in spite of his stature, where he said to people, I am your Lord, he used to respect some covenants. At his table, when he was eating, he will never leave crumb in the plate. Jamais il n'a laissé dans son assiette une miette. He will eat his plate to the last bite. Allah Azza wa Jal, for that behavior, because he was respecting his provision without wasting, gave him a shield of protection against his greatest prophet, although he was a tyrant. 40 years. 40 ans. Parce qu'il ne laissait rien dans son assiette. One day, Shaitan came to him. Oh, what is that? You are a lord? And you are eating the crumbs that fell on the table and cleaning your plate like a slave? You are a lord. Abundance belongs to you. And they will bring a plate, you will take a bite in it and leave it. That day, victory was given to Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam. From crumbs, how Shaitan will come to you and through little detail. That's why Prophet ﷺ said, I am not afraid of my ummah that they will commit shirk. I am afraid of shirk khafi, the hidden shirk. Through their bad manners, through their little behaviors, they will associate someone to Allah Azza wa Jalla. That is the danger of these little details that we are not aware of. And from these little details come this most terrible tool that we are carrying, this tongue. Prophet ﷺ said about this tongue on the day of judgment, how many people are going to regret from it? How many people will regret from that little piece? Don't look at your brother's mistakes. This is not the sign of a believer. The Prophet ﷺ said, believer covers his brother's mistake. Unless this harm need to be stopped because it's going to harm someone else. But that we don't do like that. Not only we don't cover each other's mistakes, we backbite on each other. We slander each other. Le prophète sallallahu alayhi wa sallam nous a enseigné, ne parlez pas sur le dos de votre frère. C'est comme manger sa chair. Mais nous sommes incapables de nous retenir de parler mal les uns des autres, de médire les uns des autres, dans la vérité et dans le mensonge. Et nous ne couvrons même pas nos erreurs. Dès qu'il y a la possibilité, on veut montrer qu'on est meilleur. Donc, on va dire ça. Look how Shaitan is cheating us. This is not a Sohba against Facebook. Everything we have has a good side, has a dark side. This is reality of dunya. Everything is created either to take you to Allah Azza wa Jal or to take you down. This is the place of trial. It's not, Sohba is not that we are going to the judge. You do what you want. It's to be aware, to give the awareness, to make the reflection about these issues. That this is a time everything we have is melted with haram. Everything. As Prophet ﷺ said, will come a time you cannot differentiate what is lawful and unlawful. So what is the consequence? Consequence is to stop us to have fun. That's a very small consequence. Consequence is that we are losing our reality. We are losing the potential to accomplish ourselves through small things. And we are losing a state of afia, state of well-being. Non seulement nous perdons le potentiel de la réalisation, mais nous perdons également le bien-être. Ask today, look all around you, who you are finding in Africa. That you are coming to people and you are saying, oh, how are you? Who is answering, MashaAllah, Allahu Akbar, Alhamdulillah. Ya Rabbi, shukran lillah, MashaAllah. How I am favored today. Who you know? Besides Maulana Shaykh. Allahu Akbar. Oh, Sultan al-Awliya, Maulana Shaykh Nazir. We have never seen such a man happy. He will sing the joy of his happiness every time you will see him standing and praising Allah and saying, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. How you favor us, Ya Rabbi, Tawwa, Ya Rabbi. We are so much favored. You are pouring on us day and night. And we are singing to you every day of his life. We, Allah. Who is in Afia? Who has that state of tranquility and serenity and well-being? So who we have to blame? Our neighbor? Our boss? Our race? Our president? Our colleagues? Or other murids? Or our husband or our wife or our parents? That where is the blame? As Maulana Shaykh always says, look under your turban. Look under your turban. Where is the source of blame is under your turban. Qu'Allah Azza wa Jal nous ouvre de ses faveurs sans lesquelles il est impossible de nous protéger de nos défauts et de ceux qui causent notre malheur. May He protect us against all the subtleties that are ruining our access to reality, that are ruining our chance of one day making it.
Ameen.
May Allah Azza wa Jal safeguard us from our own sin and make us to reach His pleasement,
Ameen.
to reach the pleasement of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. May Allah Azza wa Jal grant us afiyah and shield us from all fires and poisons
آمين
and darkness
آمين
and dhulum
آمين
that are running after us.
آمين
Without His protection, it's hopeless.
آمين
We are asking Ya Rabbi, بجاه سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم, بركة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم, grant us, accorde-nous
آمين
de ce regard de miséricorde et de protection.
آمين
Accorde-nous de goûter à la saveur de la hakika,
اللهم آمين
même pour un instant.
آمين
ثبتنا على الحق et confirme-nous dessus. Et confirme-nous dessus.
آمين
Et confirme-nous dessus.
آمين
Ya Rabbi, par la grâce de la magnificence de la couronne des croyants, Habib Mustafa, إلى حضرة النبي الفاتح.